Selamat datang, anjing. I'm Adler. Let's get to work. This is the 9th in a series of video presentations about Indonesian grammar. Making adjectives. Making adjectives. This presentation covers how Indonesian makes adjectives and adverbs. What is the primary way that affixes are used to make adjectives? Trick question, suckers. There isn't a primary way because most adjectives are bases. Nevertheless, certain of the ber, mung, pung, ke, an derivatives that are generated by the affix system have adjective-like functions, and there are various other miscellaneous minor ways that adjectives are derived from bases. Here's an inventory for how Indonesian makes adjectives. Affix system. Adjective-like stative ber verbs. Example 1. Komodo yang berlidah cabang, a fork-tongued Komodo dragon. Adjective-like pung nouns derived from adjectives for personal characteristics. Example 2. Pendiam, taciturn. Adjective-like mung kan verbs derived from emotive adjectives. Example 3. Membosankan, boring. Pung an nouns, ke an nouns often modify other nouns. Example 4a, misteri pembunuhan, a murder mystery. Example 4b, pemadam kebakaran, a firefighter. Ke an, too much counterparts to terlalu plus adjective. Example 5, kemahalan, too expensive. Se combines with certain nouns to express pan, mate. Example 6a, sedunia, worldwide. 6b, teman sekelas, a classmate. The mate adjectives can also combine with dengan to form predicates in equative sentences. 6c, Hatta sekelas dengan Soekarno. Hatta was a classmate of Soekarno. An combines with certain nouns to express rife with or periodicity. Example 7a, uban an, gray-haired. Example 7b, tahunan, annual. Sanskrit affixes. Sanskrit affixes are primarily used with the Sanskrit loanwords that were borrowed along with them. We, ya are used to turn a small number of Sanskrit and Arabic nouns into adjectives. Example 8, surga, surgawi, heavenly. Swa expresses self, 9. Swa tantra, self-sufficient. Tuna, near express less. Example 10a, tuna netra and tuna rungu are blind and deaf. Example 10b, near kabel, wireless. Maha, adi express est. 11a, matatau, omniscient. 11b, adiwarna, resplendent. Antar expresses inter. Example 12, antar bangsa. Sarba expresses all. Sarba guna, all-purpose. Miscellaneous. Imitative duplication as described in the presentation on duplications. Example 14, kaya raya. Certain verbs optionally modified with yang. Example 15, hasil yang melimpah, abundant results. Making adverbs, adverbs of manner. Here's an inventory for the various ways that Indonesian makes adverbs of manner, adverbs that correspond to li, adverbs in English. Without affixes. Many adjective bases also function as adverbs. Example 1, suara keras, a loud noise, and membaca keras, to read out loud. Dengan plus adjective plus optionally nya. In addition, some of the adjectives that take dengan can also be adverbialized by duplication. Example 2, berteriak dengan keras. Berteriak dengan kerasnya, or berteriak keras-keras, to scream loudly. Secara plus adjective, noun, verb, negative clauses. Example 3a, secara langsung, directly. Secara tidak langsung, indirectly. Example 3b, secara keseluruhan, or secara menyeluruh, overall. Adverbish verbs, basic verbs that can be tacked onto verbs to add a gloss. Here are some examples. Kembali lagi, repeatedly, terus, continuously, and habis, completely, indicate the verb's action over time. Example 4a, harimau itu mengunyah terus sampai korbannya dimakan habis. The tiger kept chewing until its victim was completely devoured. Naik turun, to go up, to go down. Pulang pergi, to return, to go away. Masuk keluar, to enter, to exit, indicate the directionality of the verb's action. Example 4b, begitu orangutan itu memanjat naik pohon, saya pun bergegas turun darinya untuk berusaha melarikan diri. As soon as the orangutan climbed up the tree, I scampered down in an attempt to escape. Adverbish verbs work in a way that's analogous to verb complements in Chinese. Imitative duplication is used to extend the meaning of adjective bases and sometimes results in adjectives that also function as adverbs. Example 5. Orangutan yang marah itu mengamuk. Pontang-panting, the angry orangutan ran amok. With affixes. Duplicated noun plus an. Anjin, example 6, wind, becomes anyin, ayin, capriciously. Adjective plus am. Example 7, sendiri, by oneself, as in without the company of others, becomes sendirian, by oneself, as in without the participation of others. Se makes a ton of different adverbs that are inventoried in the subsection below. Here are two useful patterns that express as adjective as possible. Se duplicated adjective nya and se adjective mungkin. Example 8, algojo mengayunkan kapak sekuat-kuatnya. The executioner swung the axe as hard as he could. You could also say this by replacing sekuat-kuatnya with sekuat mungkin. Nya similarly makes a ton of different adverbs that are inventoried in the presentation about pronouns. Here's a useful pattern that expresses without ever. Tidak, adjective, adjective, or verb, verb, plus nya. Example 9, Percy Fawcett menjelajah ke hutan dan tidak pulang-pulangnya. Fawcett ventured into the forest and never returned. Ber can combine with duplicated numbers to express adverbs that mean together as a group. 10a, mayat dibuang ke dalam sumur berdua-dua. The bodies were thrown into the well 2 by 2. In the case of dua, berdua can be used interchangeably with berdua-dua, berduaan, dua-dua, berdua-duaan. Alternatively, 3 additional patterns can be used instead of ber plus duplicated number. Just the duplicated number, number demi number, number per number. So you can say berdua, dua-dua, dua demi dua, dua per dua. The ng register, Bahasa Batavia, makes adverbs from adjectives using an. Example 11, benar, correct, becomes benaran, really. Affixes that make adverbs of manner that relate to frequency, duration, are described in the subsection below. Dengan, secara, are used all over the place to make adverbs. Here are some wrinkles. The adjectives that dengan combines with can optionally take nya. Example 1, dengan keras. Dengan kerasnya, loudly. Some of the adjectives that dengan combines with can also be converted into adverbs by duplication. Example 2, dengan keras. Keras-keras, loudly. Dengan cannot combine with aneh, lucu, benar, bodoh. Dengan can only combine with adjectives. By contrast, secara can combine with not only adjectives, but also modified adjectives, nouns, verbs, and negative clauses. Example 3a, secara singkat, briefly, can become secara sangat singkat, very briefly. Example 3b, secara keseluruhan. 3c, secara menyeluruh, which both mean overall. And example 3D, secara sengaja, on purpose, can become secara tidak sengaja, accidentally. Sometimes dengan and secara overlap. Example 3E, dengan sporadis and secara sporadis, sporadically. Finally, a vast number of adverbs, such as location adverbs and time adverbs, are formed by combination with many different prepositions.